A recording artist, dad, and his 6-year-old son with autism are making some beautiful music together.
Now their work is being recognized on the industry's biggest stage. The night team's Heather Walker shines the 7th spotlight on their journey.
In a small recording studio built inside his garage, Chris Redding created music that is deeply personal.
It was me being vulnerable with my relationship with my son and my family.
Chris and his wife Serena have 2 sons, 3-year-old Cairo and 6-year-old Christian, who's on the autism spectrum. Christian is nonverbal. He communicates with his mom and dad in other ways.
He's using the sign language like more, he's telling us when he wants to eat. He grabs our hand a lot. He'll put it on things to say, this is what I want.
They discovered one of Christian's favorite things is music.
And so, as a dad and, as a musician, that's just all I needed to know, right? I brought him in the studio. We start creating together.
The result is this father-son collaboration called Visions of Sounds Deluxe.
You see his eyes and then you see my eyes parallel together, and I actually took sounds from him, what you call a vocal stemming. And these are vibrational sounds that people with autism can use to express their emotions. Christian's voice is in the background of just about almost every song.
The 9-song album is aimed at elevating all voices.
People on the spectrum can repeat words, right? So we sort of did that with the chants in the album, and they are words of affirmation.
Chris, Serena, and Christian's voices can all be heard in the song Grateful.
Hey Christian, you see the colors?
In that song, I talked to him.
It's just about being grateful for what you have, what God has blessed you with.
Everything he does makes him who he is.
It's such a beautiful thing because it was a full family project.
A South Florida Families project that is being heard by families across the country and world. Chris recently performed in Argentina and at an Autism Speaks event in California.
Autism Speaks. It's love over here.
Visions of Sounds is now being recognized on music's biggest stage, which Chris calls very humbling. But he and Serena realize there's something much bigger at play here.
For us, the most important part is that we get to connect with other families.
There was a mom that wrote me that said she played the album for her nonverbal son in the car, and he started humming the lyrics. And she's like, I'm freaking out because he never speaks. And hearing stuff like that is like, wow, like this is why I do this.
All that stuff is amazing. But at the end of the day, this is our family, this is our life, this is our real story.
A story about a dad hoping his connection with his son sends a message of musical inclusion that can be heard loud and clear. Heather Walker, 7 News.
Look at the sounds.
If you would like to listen to the album, it's available on Spotify and other music streaming platforms. And we have information at WSVN.com under this Spotlight story. Stay tuned.